Hello. Excuse the hair. It's giving Eddie Munson vibes. Do you know what I mean? How are we? It's muggy. Hence the hair has gone a bit woo today. I'm really sweaty as well. I feel like once it gets a bit colder, it's going to be so much easier to sit in front of this light. But I am changing my light soon, so hopefully it's less hot with those anyway. Honestly, once I move, guys, the lights are changing, everything's changing. Hopefully there's not a ring noise, because I think it's my fridge, but it could be my ring light, but I'm pretty sure it's my fridge, so yeah. So I got these new clips. How cute. You can see, just my hair, just to pin it back, because it's hot. I feel like I look so different with my little front bits. A new woman, some may say. Right, I'm going to put some Vaseline on my lips to start with, because I feel like it today, guys. I'm feeling wild, you know? Feeling a bit out there, a bit adventurous. Somewhat adventurous. Everything's quite simple today. There's not much stuff really, not many products, which is quite nice. I'm going to start with my Louise base, as always, on the eyelids, especially today because it is so muggy and hot. I'm so oily. I have the oiliest eyelids ever. I tried, what did I try once? I tried the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer, and that helped a lot with my eyelids because they are just so oily. So if you're in a market for something like that, that helped. But this also helps you just to make sure you pat it down, and I feel like less is more, to be fair, with these. I hate when there's too much. And this is like the original base, and the Mama Mitchell base I think is quite thick. Amazing for cutting creases, but I feel like it's just not as good for like spreading it out. Like this is so much easier to spread out, but I don't know. I find it hardest to use personally, but it is very good for cutting creases. Also, I need to zoom you in. I'm a little bit tanned as well. I put on some Bondi Sands like tanning lotion, and I'm literally like pretty tanned. Why do I feel naked right now? Like my face feels very naked. Feels like I've just taken off some glasses. It's because I've pinned this hair back. I'm a whole new character. I'm a whole new woman. Okay, so we've put on the base. I'm then taking the Vieve Eye Wand. Can you see it? Oh my god. There we go, the Vieve Eye Wand. This is in the shade Mahogany, and I'm taking a really small, teeny tiny detailed brush. I definitely just saw it. I found it. It's here. So I've got this really, really small detail brush from Keely. I don't want to say it wrong. Keely MUA. I'm so sorry if this is wrong. The SK07, I literally love this. So good for detail. And we're just gonna put a little shape in our eye. I'm just taking the Mahogany Vieve stick, and I'm literally gonna put this in a straight line with my small brush and just pick it up. And I think I'm just gonna follow my shape. So I'm still looking up, if that makes sense. And then just fill the corner in a bit more and just get the shape how you want it really. This is kind of like editorial vibe, so it doesn't have to be like perfect. It's quite nice to be a bit different shaped, if that makes sense. Makeup's fun, just enjoy it, you know what I mean? Don't stress. I kind of just want this in like a light colour. We'll see. But yeah, these sticks are really good, very pigmented. They stay on, like, especially with my oily eyes, they are very good, even without a base on. I really want to try more colours, but I just have the one. I'm going to go in with shade Delicious, this brown, just here, with a small little dense brush, and I'm just going to go along the bottom lash line and the outer corner just to deepen this up. I'm just going to take this wand and I'm going to kind of define this little area here again, just to get it like perfectly neat, and then we're going to kind of carve it with the P. Louise base, I think. Now I'm taking a MAC, what is this, 242. I have cut this actually a bit as well just to make it more sharp, but I feel like this is smaller than the Mama Mitchell one I used last time, so it can kind of get into more nooks and crannies a bit more. And I'm just going to go over the top of it just to get it a bit more solid line. So I'm back in with the eye wand just to neaten that up. Again, it's a lot of back and forth, but it's worth it. Right, I'm taking the shade So Shy on a small flat brush. Very good for packing on eyeshadow. Just going to go over where we put this base and just kind of make it stand out a bit more, really. And back into this again, just to literally define everything, make it just perfect how we want it. And then back in to the Vieve eye wand again, literally back and forth until you are honestly happy with what you've got. Okay, I'm going to do the other eye. Might add some glitter, I'm not sure. I'm going to wait until my face is on and I look at it and I go, right, it's a staying matte. But yeah, I'm going to do the other eye and we shall be back and we can do the base. Very, literally such a quick little editorial look. Quite funky. But yeah, I shall be back. Hello. Oh my god. It's a bit noisy today, I'm not going to lie. Sorry if you can hear a leaf blower, because the guy at the petrol station is using a leaf blower. It's just quite funny, he used it once at like 11 PM or something, or midnight. I was like, what are we leaf blowing at this time? And he's cleaning his car out. It's interesting. But yeah, that's going on. Two dogs have been going crazy for like 20 minutes. I think they're huskies. It's quite cute, you know, they do that cry for attention, like when they're proper like, oh, like, yeah, not the best interpretation, but they are sweet, but they were just going crazy, and I was like, okay. And the sun was drilling. I mean, it's 2 in the afternoon. It's fine. I'm just waiting and waiting, and I'm like, can I carry on the video? But yeah, it's just been a lot of noises, really. But it's fine. We will continue. So I'm sorry if you hear anything. But I wanted to get this done because I'm actually heading to the gym in 2 hours, or like an hour and a half, to do a HIIT class, which I don't think is going to go very well. And it's upper day, shoulder day, wham bam. So yeah, but yeah, I'm going to do a HIIT class today. I don't think I'm going to survive, to be honest. Like, I'm not a fitness like, I weight train, I love weight training, but I'm not endurance trained, and I'm not very good with that sort of stuff. So yeah, we'll see. I'll let you know how it goes when I do my next video. But I do want to get my endurance up, so it's good to just go in there. And with a class, I think it's quite nice as well. But yeah, I'm quite nervous. It's like my first class. I usually just go on my own. I'm like, but I know a few people at the gym. Yeah, so I've just had some moisturiser and I've put on the Ordinary serum. I'm just going to add some sun cream, CeraVe. This bad boy. Just all over my face. Also, I added a little bit of, not glitter, it was one of the shades from the palette. Let me just finish this off. And then I'm taking Skin Nova by Vieve. Lovely stuff. I'm going to put this on the back of my hand first because it went everywhere last time. Oh. I really want like a glowy face today, I think. Right, I'm going to let that sink in. Oh, and let me show you what I used. I used Glimmer. Just that one. Just like over it really. And in the inner corner, which is really nice. Thinking like just gloss would be really nice there. I'm keeping it a Vieve vibe today, I think. I'm going to try and use all the products I have of her stuff. So it's kind of like a Vieve video. Graphic Eye Vieve. Is that a good, great title? Right. So I'm going to take my NYX Green Concealer. Just literally a couple of spots. I think my skin has calmed down. I've stopped my contraception. I was only on it for 3 months. I was editing a video today, like the one before, and I just felt like I was so like, you know, I feel alive. I haven't been on that pill for like 3 weeks, 4, and I actually think my characteristics have come back. I actually feel alive. I hadn't been on contraception for like 4 years or whatever, and that was a whale of a time, the implant. Just do your research. But I don't want this to put you off having it, but it's a roller coaster. But all contraceptions, you've got to find what works for you, but I just don't know if it works for me. So yeah, my skin's a lot better, which is good. I'm taking the True Match foundation by L'Oreal in the shade Vanilla, which is 2N. I'm just putting this over my face. Now, I was going to use my fingers because I do really like putting foundation on my fingers, but I'm just so sweaty and hot. I think it's going to have to be my brush. This is a Smith brush. I got this like 4 years ago and it's just amazing. He's coming closer. Can you hear it? Can you hear his leaf blower? I didn't like this at first. I thought it was too like orange, but the hint is to do less. Less is more, especially with this. So I literally do 1 dot and I just blend it out. And it very quickly blends, like it's quite seamless in that sense. So it's like a gel cream. It's really nice actually. And it's just like the perfect amount for like a slight contour. And then I'll go over it with powder. Right, this is the Nars concealer on the usual spots of my face, just to highlight. I'm not going too heavy with anything either. And then with my foundation brush, just going over all the concealer and buffing it out. And then using my finger just in the corner of my eye. Right, I'm taking my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter in the shade Medium and just going under basically my eyes and where I get oily. I'm taking the medium bronzer. I'm going to take the lightest shade first. This is by Vieve. Light amounts and just basically go where we put the cream contour. So pigmented. I find her powders so pigmented. So you only need a little bit and it goes a long way. Next is blush by Vieve. This is in the shade Cherub. Ooh, I've got hair on it. This is lovely. I absolutely love this. Using a big fluffy brush and just tapping in. You don't need much. Very pigmented again. And just tapping on the apples of my cheeks just to give myself some colour. I'm going to take my All Nighter setting spray and my MAC highlighter and just highlighting all our high points of our faces. Okay, I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera and then we can do lips and then I think we're done. So I'll see you in a second. So, basically added everything. Just got to do the lips. Oh, I didn't do any freckles either. Right, I'm taking the Vieve palette. Taking the shade Delicious. This is the perfect freckle colour. I always use this for me. Like, little tiny brush. Just go over my mole. And a couple of my freckles. And now lips. I'm going to take Strip Down by MAC overline and just kind of blend into my lips, and then I'm going to use a lighter shade of lipstick and then kind of ombre it together. A tip for lips: when you're using a pencil, use the side, and it really helps going in a straight line and it makes it easier for yourself. Okay, and then we're taking Honey Love, a Much Love lipstick. I'm actually going for no gloss. I'm actually keeping a matte, which is a shock, I can tell you that much, but it'd be nice with a gloss though, wouldn't it? Yeah, I love this. This is not what I planned at all, but this is the final look. Mostly Vieve as well, so hopefully like a full face of Vieve for you guys. I do have her liner on the way. It's on the way being delivered, so I'm excited because you guys know what I'm like with liner. Questionable. So if I can use that easily, then I can't wait. So this is the final look, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you got some inspo. Nice little editorial vibe this time. Really just something different, but it's just nice, isn't it? Like, fun to do. I love the base. And I feel like this eye wand brings out the blush really nicely. But yeah, hope you enjoyed my little full face of Vieve and just like a little funky editorial look. And I shall see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.